Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Kahinga. Welcome to our show today. We'll be discussing on Digital Safety 101, how to protect our children from the harmful effects of internet and cyberbullying. Karibu sana. So in the previous episode, we talked about introducing gadgets to your children, and we gave the appropriate ages and the best time to introduce a phone or a tablet to your child. So today we discuss the harmful effects of technology to your children. Now, we say the best time to introduce gadgets to our children is from 2 years. At this time, around 2 to 17 years, the first thing they do is to maybe watch YouTube and YouTube Kids. There are several pop-ups that come on the YouTube Kids and even ads. And has a very prominent and buzzing download now, subscribe now, and before they skip an ad. So most children do not understand this. They do not understand that they are ads. They do not understand that these are if you click on these links, they'll take you to external applications. So the first thing we need to train our children on digital safety is to remind them that when you see a pop-up that has come on YouTube or YouTube Kids, press skip. If not so, do not press on any unauthorized link. I'll give an example with my children. I remember I gave my daughter my phone and she started watching YouTube Kids. Before I knew it, there was a pop-up that came, download this application. She clicked on the download button and then it required her to subscribe. And see that connected my card to my phone. She clicked subscribe, put the password, which I had shared with her, and voila, I had subscribed to an application that I even don't know how to use it. And it was very troublesome to delete it or undo the subscription. My child, again, is innocent. I'll say that we should take time, sit down with our children and explain that if I've put for you this channel to watch, when you see any pop-ups, don't click on them. From 2 to 7 years, these people also like gaming. They will go into many gaming applications. And you see, like Roblox, for example, there are several stages that are involved in this game. And it reaches a point where if they have not accumulated enough points for themselves, they need to pay using maybe $2, $1 to unlock a certain level. So the children who do not know this, they end up clicking on subscribe. And actually, severally has my daughter brought the tablet, Dad, it's saying I need to pay. Please pay for me. I need to continue playing this game. So we need as much as possible and as early on as possible to remind the children that whichever applications they are interacting with, they should not press any links that come, especially links that take them to external sources and applications. So at the age of 7 to 12 years, most children do not have an idea and even don't know that sharing too much information online can be harmful to them or even to their families. I'll give an example of my friend. The daughter, who was around 8 years of age, took her phone and started taking photos of the bedrooms, the car, the house, and even some private things in the house and started sharing with them online. Oh, this is my mom's car. This is my dad's car and all that. So before she knew it, all of this information is exposed to the public and the child is very innocent. They do not know that you're not supposed to be sharing, especially private information in public. They also give a lot of information about themselves, their names, where they stay, and all these things. So it is appropriate at this stage, do not allow your child to have any social applications unless you are there to supervise on what they are posting and how they are using this content. Moving forward, the age of teenagehood, 13 to around 16, at this stage we say that most children are allowed to have two gadgets: the mobile phone, essentially for communication, and then the tablet for learning and interactive tools and knowledge, gaining knowledge. So here we recommend that when you give your child a device and allow them to download social apps, it is also very important for you to make sure that from Google, you just state that the user of this device is a minor. So you register a Google account, and when you say it's a minor, they are able to limit what kind of content is introduced on the Google platform. Number two, ensure that the apps they're downloading, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, you are following them in their accounts. You are there to see what they are posting. You are there to check anything inappropriate that they are doing. Make sure they do not, you can be able to access these applications, and even you can get access to all the content that they're able to share. This way you can be able to maybe continue advising them and monitoring how they are doing their posting. Moving forward, we can say that in terms of communication, children also at this stage tend to start calling each other and even calling strangers. Let me give an example of my friend who had a child who is 12 years of age. So the girl had this first form and they started chatting. I'm not sure on which platform, but they were chatting with a boy. So they communicated and communicated until one day they planned to meet up. So the girl came to the dad and said, "I want to borrow permission because I want to go visit my friend." The dad thought, oh, maybe it's a girl, a peer, or they are going for a sleepover or a hangout. So the dad said, "I would like to go drop you." And the child was very innocent. He said, "Which friend are you going to go to?" The girl said, "I'm going to meet my friend that I met online." The dad was very curious. The dad, picking the number and calling the contact, realized it was a university student who was chatting with this child. And this university student wanted to meet with a girl in the university in Nairobi in a certain location. And the dad was shocked. And he ended up issuing a lot of warnings to the guy. And the daughter, unbeknownst to her, was innocent and he just thought he's a friend they met online and they were just about to meet because he had offered to buy her some nice lunch. So as parents, we should be very wary on what communication our children are doing with the external world. And that's why I recommend that all the contacts, everything that your child is doing, especially at this stage from 13 to around 17 years of age, you are keen to know their friends and whom they are contacting and make sure you follow up and you're on their social media accounts. You are following them, anything they post, you're able to be notified and you're seeing what they are doing. So I advise parents, especially of children 11 to 17 years old, they should be very cautious of cyberbullying and trolling. Cyberbullying is when your children give information online and then that information is used against them and they end up doing actions that harm themselves. There's an example of a boy in the US in CBS News. This boy started to communicate with the friends and they had a certain challenge they were doing. It was about a prom. And then if the boy was not able to achieve the objective, and they started saying, "You are a loser, you do not deserve it, you are the..." And eventually the boys, because of the constant communication he had with the peers, even in school, and the way they put him down, sending him images of when he fell down and all those things that happened in that certain prom, the boy felt so sad that he ended up taking an action that was very harmful to his life. The parents, on the other hand, did not have an idea that this thing was happening because the child was just keeping quiet and not communicating these challenges. So let's be there and know that the people our children are communicating with in the exterior affect how our children will be able to perceive themselves and eventually may lead to our children harming themselves. So let's be careful of and be wary of cyberbullying. Now, moving forward, let's talk about solutions to these challenges that we've talked about. The best solution is to have parental control on these gadgets. 0 or 2 years to around 17 years, this child needs to have parental control measures that are placed on their gadgets. Let's talk about what is a parental control platform. A parental control platform is that platform that gives you insights on everything your child is doing on their phone. Number one, you can be able to see which apps your children are downloading, all of them. You can be able also to monitor how many hours or what time they spend on certain applications. You can be able to limit certain websites. You can be able to set time limit and say, I want my child to use a gadget from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then after that, it auto shuts. So we'll give an example of a parental control. We'll give an example of a parental control platform called ElimuSafe. ElimuSafe is the parental control platform that comes in ElimuTab. So this platform allows a parent be able to first authorize when a child is downloading an application. So when your child clicks download, it sends a notification to the parent application. Do you authorize your child to download this application? And if you authorize, your child can be able to download. Number two, you can be able to set restrictive, you can be able to restrict which websites your child is going to. For example, you can say there is no Google. Once you press I restrict Google, your child cannot be able to Google anything. They just utilize what apps that are in there. You can be able also to set users based on age and which applications a learner is using. So let's say you want a grade 5 learner to have certain applications, or even 12-year-old or 13-year-old to have certain applications, you can be able to actually set, these are the specific applications I want for this learner A, and these are specific applications I want for this child B. So that is the best thing about parental controls. The best thing you can do is limit screen time. If you don't want your child to be on the screen throughout, and maybe you're not around, maybe you go to work and you leave the gadgets to the children, you can be able to set the time from maybe 8 to 10 a.m. This is the time their children are going to use the devices, and then you're able to lock it out. So these are the benefits of a parental control platform, and there are so many that you can recommend. The next one I can recommend from Google is called Google Link. This one you can be able to download from Google and be able to install it on any device that you have, especially that an Android powered device, and there are easy steps to set up. Don't give your children the password to the parental control platform because they can be able to bypass all these applications. But let's know for sure, the parental control applications do not take the place of a parent teaching their children on the importance of digital safety, digital citizenship, which details are you supposed to give online or not, which applications are best for you or not, and especially the preteen and teenage years. This is where most of the cyberbullying takes place. The bullying of nowadays is not the bullying we had like I had when I went to high school. I was called a mono when I went to high school, and I used to be bullied by the older years, Form 3s and Form 4. But now, the bullying of nowadays happens online. People discuss or talk to your children online. They make them feel inferior. They use information against them. They take shots, videos, and images that if they are exposed, the children may feel vulnerable, and they use this against your child, making your child a target to cyberbullying. So let's ensure as much as possible we take the forefront to communicate with our children the importance of digital safety and ensure that we protect them from cyberbullying and trolling, and especially in terms of communication. If you give your child access to a phone with a SIM card and you give them access to social applications, ensure we monitor every activity they are doing on these applications so that you're able to protect them from the harmful effects of the internet. Parents, educators, and caregivers, let's protect our children from the harmful effects of the internet. Thank you for watching this episode. Kindly leave your comment below if you have any questions or you would like to discuss on any topic. Also, like, share with your friends, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Let's continue raising geniuses one episode at a time. See you in the next one.